Mm. But ooh, flying saucer. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Good evening. This is your sensei Bob coming to you on the YouTube channel Dreamy Dreamland with Sensei Al Bob. And I want to always say thank you for showing up. And this is for your enjoyment. Simply, as a good griot always does, a good story. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, there's. Okay, there's somebody. Hey there, '09. So, did you ever read Shakespeare's Tempest or see it? The story of Prosperos, the great wizard, and his ego. He's like powerful beyond belief, so his brother sticks him on an island, and, he has to be stuck there. And he's there with his daughter, and then oh no, but that would. It's keeping up for me a lot. And there was a movie called Forbidden Planet, made in 1956, which was the Star Wars of its time. Um, Walter Pidgeon was the scientist. Leslie, what's his name, was the captain, the guy who did all those silent gun movies. And Robbie the robot. And Honey West, the blonde girl with a little, you know, birthmark right there. Yep, powerful word, Tempest. What does it mean to you, '09? What does it bring to your synchronistic mind? Basically, the Shakespeare play, Prosperos has become a demigod, yet taming the inner whirlwinds, the monsters from the id. You know, and the id is that buried, mm, mm, beast, the buried beast. Our conscious mind is the rational. Our superconscious mind is always wanting to be our better self, and the id is the beast, right? The reptile. In our brain we have the cerebral cortex here, and our base part is our reptilian brain. But I like that taming the inner whirlwinds. Yes, the eye of the hurricane, and and the id itself is not the tamed hurricane; it is the monster, right? Now the tempest. Now that's the other side of the coin. That is, and usually you have to tame it by sacrifice. You know? And in the Shakespeare play, Prosperos sacrifices his power for love, and in Forbidden Planet, Morbius basically dies. He sacrifices himself for his love of his daughter. Yep, Illusion of power. Exactly there. That is the id itself right there. The illusion of power. So that's kind of what I want to talk to tonight. Hubris, which is another illusion of power. It's like when we think we're in control or we need to be in control. That's like, okay, watch out for that one. So, uh, what are you guys saying? Illusion of power. So we're talking about the id, monsters from the id, the tempest. Hey, Jane. Oh, you're off to a yoga class. Much love, Val and Cadre. Feel you all. Okay. I didn't do a morning one because I had no, I was busy doing chores and my mouth didn't want to talk, so I saved my mouth for tonight. So, Jane, we're talking about um, monsters from the id. And the id is our beast of our mind. And the Shakespeare play, The Tempest, and you know, '09 here was very insightful when he was the power word tempest, taming the inner whirlwind. That's the tempest, right? The center of the hurricane, right? And the id is the hurricane, right? The uncontrollable beast. And um, your conscious mind. No, not your conscious mind, but you know, yeah, your conscious mind is the practical, and the superconscious mind is the one where you're trying to be your best. Allegory or the play. Um, well, I would say the Tempest is the play, and the allegory is Forbidden Planet. You know, and they are. And Forbidden Planet was made in 1956, and it was the Star Wars of its time. And most sci-fi films of the time were grade B, insect movies. Um, Probably the movie before, about 5 years before the day the Earth stood still with Michael Rennie was, again, this is all on the con the frame of 1950s America, where they were going after all the commies, and the commies they were going after weren't the communists in Russia; it was the communists in America, and the communists in America. See, the United States between the 1870s and 1970 was a period where the worker actually had it pretty good. And that's because instead of just the Democratic and Republican Party, of the two parties of the rich, two wings of the same corporate word, we had the Labor Party, we had the Socialist Party, we had the Communist Party, and we had the Religious Party. And in those 100 years or 80 years or so, those six parties made a balance of power between rich and poor and rich and worker, and it wasn't so much a as it is today, this very strange, um, you know, tribal, useless kind of thing. And you ask most people, how many political parties has America had? There's, the Democrats, Republicans. No, there were six parties that for 100 years actually brought a level of balance and fairness to the public. Still racism and sexism and all the other isms were running rampant, but they let the class thing be on the down low, and most of that's because the unseen hand, the powers that shouldn't be. We were in this continual fighting wars. And to get people to fight those wars, you kind of had to have everyone kind of feeling they got some skin in the game, where most people today don't feel that. And that's why they're ready to, chew up their brothers and sisters rather than figure out what's really going on. And so that is the backdrop of looking at, you know, the whole substrata of looking towards the future backwards, right? Because in reality, we think we're so hot shit that we've got all this technology, and no, we don't. We are actually cavemen with big lighters, you know. Cavemen were smarter than we are, you know. And that's why we have a real issue at hand, and also why we have such a great opportunity, because things are becoming so stark, so right in your face. So, that's what I want to hear from you guys. Come on, you got to speak up now. Put forth your own point of view on this. I just kind of laid out the frame. I want to hear from you about what you're thinking. And go back and look at what '09 said. Right off the bat, I asked him what he knew of the Tempest, and he said the word Tempest keeps popping up for me. Powerful word, Tempest, taming the inner whirlwinds, the eye of the hurricane, sacrifice of our egos, illusion of power. And after his denouement, he bailed for yoga. So he's out there being balanced for us. Okay. Or the political chaos strives to calm the universal. Yep, we all think we're all that when we're doing nothing. I mean, we are something. We are something when we are in love's co-creation. Otherwise, no, we're just humans are like salt on a potato chip. A little tasty, but not much else. Okay, Ride, go with the ball. We're talking about the whole motif of looking into the future backwards. We're looking at Shakespeare's the play The Tempest. Yeah, potato. No, yep, that's it. I mean, we are. We're kind of tasty, but that's about it. When people think, "Oh, we have to save the planet from the humans," no, no, no. Sorry, the humans are going to be squat like a, bothersome little. Somebody's calling. Hey, homeboy, I'm.